I have like a weird question for you, but so like post World War II, the American culture kind of went through what you see in like those old 50 movies and 50s like commercials and shit, like that
Hmm.
whole Leave It to Beaver kind of like that's what they were projecting basically.
Sure.
And then the children of those people were like the 60s kids, the Flower Power, all that shit, Manson, that group. And
Yes.
it was a cultural, what they referred to as a cultural revolution. Like feminism was really born, like part two, feminism part two, after the whole get your right to vote, feminism came alive and they changed. The music changed, like everything changed, the whole culture changed in that respect.
Yeah.
And very much against what was happening. In your opinion, is today's youth, do you see a future generation that could possibly do something similar to that? Let's say like you have a generation that just says, you know what, fuck these phones, and throws them away, and none of them have
Yeah.
phones. Like, what would happen?
I don't know. This is the thing, man. It's really hard for me to predict things like that because, first of all, like I know sometimes I feel like I sound like my parent. Like every time a generation gets older, they're like, this is the end of the world. This generation behind us is or it's for the
We're
birds. It's
screwed,
all over.
yes.
And you look at all the stuff they're talking about, man. The pronoun thing, racism, like all that stuff. It's just it's so like I don't the cancel culture, like all that stuff
Hmm.
is so crazy to me. It almost makes it sound like like I feel like we're going to be primed for the dumbing down in schools, the whole thing, man. That too, like we're going to be primed for like another country to just walk on in and take us over, right?
Hmm.
And I don't know that could actually happen, but that's kind of how you feel, and so it's hard for me to look at like future generations like in a positive light, like oh yeah, they're going to cause some sort of revolution. They may cause some sort of revolution, but I don't know if it's going to be for the good. Like that
Yes,
that was
yes.
kind of for the good and stuff like that. And it might just be bad. It might be like the future. I see the future like those movies like what is it, Mockingjay or whatever, where they have
Yeah,
complete control by the government and then they separate you by personality. I could see that.
yeah, yeah.
Of course, I'd be in there with the clowns, of course, which would be pretty. I mean, maybe it might be funny for a while or something. I don't know.
Might get old.
But yeah, dude, I don't know, man. What do you think? I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
I don't. Yeah, I really like the way you outlined that, dude. I can see more dystopian revolution than cultural. I really, yeah. I think you did a good job explaining that. Actually, I never really thought of it like that, but totally,
Dystopia.
it's going to be like a downturn because we've given our children to the marketers. We said, here, have them. We've given them to big tech. Said they're all yours. Here, babysit
Yeah.
them. Put them in front of these screens, do this, do that. Well, we buy them every last thing they ask for. Not, you know what I mean? With asking like very
Yeah.
little in return. Yeah, we have just like
I,
not done well
I
as collectively, not individually. I'm saying individually,
Sure.
everyone does their best. But what we've done collectively, we're all like, I don't want to use the term guilty, but we all have a hand in it. I will say that.
Yeah. Complicit, right?
We are
So,
complicit.
the poor elephant